We all face hardship. It's just a part of life. But what if the suffering we feel isn't really caused by the event itself, but by the story we tell ourselves about it? That's the powerful, ancient idea we're going to get into today, a mindset that can give you control over your response to pretty much any adversity. And it all kicks off with this really provocative quote from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. He said, "He was sent to prison, but the observation he has suffered evil is an addition coming from you." Whoa, that single idea, it's the key to everything we're about to unpack. So first, let's really break down this foundational concept, what we're calling the Stoic observation. It's a simple but honestly profound distinction between the cold, hard facts of a situation and the story that we layer on top of them.
Okay, so think of it this way. Our experience is split into two parts. On one hand, you have the objective event. This is just what happened, the neutral, unchangeable facts. Then, on the other hand, you have your story, what Epictetus called the addition. This is our judgment, our description, stuff like this is so unfair or this is a complete disaster. And the Stoics argue that our suffering doesn't come from the event, but from this story we add to it.
I know, that might sound a little abstract, right? A little philosophical. So to make it really concrete, let's look at how this split between the event and your story plays out in a powerful real-world example. We're going to zoom in on a really pivotal period in the life of Malcolm X. His time in prison gives us a stark, and I mean stark, illustration of this whole Stoic principle in action. And that brings us right to the Malcolm X example. His story is just an incredible case study for how a person can actively choose their response, even when they're in an objectively terrible situation. Just look at this timeline. It shows this unbelievable transformation. Before prison, he was Malcolm Little, a criminal. The objective event, he was sent to prison. Now, he could have told himself the story that his life was over, right? But that's not what he did. During his time inside, he made a conscious choice. He chose education, he chose motivation, he chose a new purpose. And the result, he emerges as a major leader in the struggle for civil rights. The prison sentence didn't define him. His response to it did. So this brings us right back to that core question. Did he suffer an evil? I mean, objectively, he was locked up. But did he choose to frame that experience as some catastrophic evil? Or did he see it as an opportunity for profound self-improvement? According to this Stoic way of thinking, he took control of the whole narrative. What Malcolm X's story really shows us is that acceptance, it's an action. And this leads us to a really important reframing of that word, because Stoic acceptance isn't passive at all. And this is the crucial point right here. Stoic acceptance is not passive resignation. It's not just giving up and saying, well, I guess this is my terrible fate. No way. It is the active, deliberate first step toward making a change. It's about seeing the reality of the situation without the emotional story, so you can actually decide what to do next. So this all builds into a pretty simple two-step process that literally anyone can use. Step 1. Acknowledge the objective event without judgment. Just see it for what it is. And step 2, from that place of clarity, you can begin the active process of choosing your outcome, just like Malcolm X did. All right, let's bring this all home and talk about choosing your outcome, because this entire principle is about bringing the power right back to you in every single moment. Here is the ultimate takeaway. The event, whether it's losing a job, a personal failure, or even a prison sentence, that is not the final word. It's just the first sentence of the chapter. The final judgment, the meaning of that event, is always, always yours to write. So the next time you're facing a hardship, try to stop asking, why is this happening to me? Instead, ask the one question that gives you all the power. What story will I add?